Welcome. In this short video, we'll walk you through the Resiliency Action Dashboard in the NC Flood Resiliency Blueprint tool. Let's get started. The Blueprint tool administrators will have access to the Resiliency Action Dashboard. This includes the delegated authority rules and the owners of the individual actions. If you are not a delegated authority, you will be able to see the summary of actions, but you will not be able to access the action details. But if you are a submitter for a jurisdiction, you will be able to access the details of actions in your jurisdiction. When we click on a resiliency action, the Resiliency Action Dashboard will open. This is where details about the resiliency action will be, and depending on your role within the tool, you may or may not have the ability to edit the action details. If you are logged in from a local government, you will not see the Edit button, which is a pencil icon next to the editable details, but you will see the details. Under the details, you will see what kind of action strategy this resiliency action has been assigned, the action category, action type, total cost, losses avoided, cost effectiveness, owner, and DEQ program analyst that is assigned to the jurisdiction. Partners for each resiliency action are parties that will be involved with the project implementation. For example, if there was a road elevation resiliency action, we may need to include the road construction company partner in the action details. We can add or remove any partner. The dashboard has a chart of milestones, which shows the completed milestones in blue and the remaining milestones in yellow. Next to our chart of completed and remaining milestones, we have a chart of funds secured and funds needed. The table below shows 4 milestones that are incomplete: the start date, the end date, cost, funding courses, total funded, and % of the project that is funded. By default, each resiliency action will be assigned 4 milestones. This includes engineering and design, construction, feasibility study, and operations and maintenance. Each default milestone is editable, so action submitters can change the milestones, edit, or delete any milestone they want. For this milestone, we see a start date of June 1st and an end date of June 30th, but we change our progress to 75%. We will leave the milestone cost at $10,000. We can also add our funding sources here. Once we finish inputting details for our milestone update, the tool will automatically populate the details and total funded. We can also create a custom milestone, which we will title Custom Milestone, with a start date of August 11th and an end date of August 26th. We will put a milestone cost of this as $500,000, and we will say this milestone has no funding sources yet, and then save. Again, the tool will automatically populate with the details we enter. Let's add funding sources to our custom milestone. As the milestones are completed and fully funded, the tool will update the dashboard to show that 1 out of 5 milestones have been completed. That's it. You've just learned how to use and edit the Resiliency Action Dashboard in the NC Flood Resiliency Blueprint tool. For more help, visit youtube.com/@ncdeq.